Hey everyone, welcome to 99.6 The Howl for the uninitiated. This is an unedited YouTube vlog discussing everything Arizona Coyotes. Man, it's tough to make this video after the Calgary game, after two huge wins by the Coyotes over division rivals. Let's just jump into it. Vancouver, they win in overtime. Great effort by the Coyotes. It was a terrible first period by both teams. Pretty much like watching paint dry, but Coyotes come out. Garland getting a goal and Panik getting the game winner in overtime. Panik had a great game. Then moving on to Edmonton, the Coyotes had a great effort, 60-minute effort, shutting down McDavid for the most part. Everyone having a great game. The defensive structure was on point. Stepan's line was great at shutting down McDavid aside from his one goal. Connor Garland getting in on 2 goals, getting one off his face and one off his skates. Tremendous from Connor Garland, and really a scary play, but a pretty ridiculous play, and one for the books. I'll never forget that. I think I've never seen that before. A point shot hits a guy square in the face and it bounces in the net. Pretty funny now that he's alright and playing again. And then on a back-to-back, they go into Calgary, one of the hottest teams in the league, on top of the Pacific Division, and they get trounced 7-1. But the Coyotes had their chances. They had a lot of great looks on Mike Smith. Mike Smith played a great game. He didn't steal the game, I would say, but he made the saves he needed to make. Coyotes missed a lot of opportunities. I remember Archibald had a couple opportunities to score. Hinostroza, Panik hit the post. Keller with a point blanker. But 4 out of 6 points against division teams. I gotta congratulate the Coyotes on that. On some bad news, Richardson's out for at least a month. Another injury to the Coyotes. And one of their best penalty killers since Michael Grabner's out. And it's just piling on, the injuries. It's ridiculous. But John Chaika, not sitting on his hands, goes out and grabs Jordan Wheel for a 6th-round pick and a minor league guy in Graves. Graves was not even on the Tucson Roadrunners. He was playing in the ECHL, so pretty much a warm body over there. So pretty much get Jordan Wheel just for a 6th-round pick. Jordan Wheel, I think he's 55% on faceoffs. He's one of the top faceoff guys in the league. And that's great that the GM doesn't sit around and hope. He actually tries to make adjustments and make trades to help the team in any way he can. Obviously, he's not going to go out and make a huge trade to get a number 1 centerman, because it's just injuries, it's bad luck, and all you can do is wait. But to make a minor move, very little risk with a high reward in Jordan Wheel. Jordan Wheel, he scored 8 goals in back-to-back seasons. He's an Energizer bunny. He works hard, digs deep in the corners. Like I said, face-off guy. So it's a good acquisition. Hopefully he gets a chance to show off his offensive talent. I remember seeing Wheel on the Flyers looking like a pretty decent depth guy. So it's nice to have him, and we'll see what he can do. In the 2 games that he played, I thought he did a good job retrieving pucks. Hopefully him and Keller could build some chemistry together. I'm surprised Tocchet plays him with Keller, because that means he's on the top line. Jordan Wheel, a top line centerman. That's how bad it is for the Coyotes. But we'll see. We'll take it game by game. That's all the team could do. Couple big wins and a bad loss, but they can't look at a big picture. Everyone was kind of talking about being 4 points of the playoff spot. It probably got to their heads, and they probably shouldn't be looking at the playoffs just yet. There's a lot of hockey to play. Just try to make it to each game, and that you want to get at least 1 point out of each game, and if you get a win, that's bonus hockey. But yeah, they were 4 points out of a spot, and if they beat Calgary, they would have been 2 points out. And for such an injury-riddled team, that's kind of remarkable, to say the least. A great effort by the guys. Before Calgary, like I said, they had such a great couple efforts. Even the effort against the Rangers was just wonderful to see. Just everyone on the same page, everyone buying into Tocchet's system. And John Chaik on a radio segment earlier in the week said that Tocchet's system makes the Coyotes competitive against any team in the NHL, and I think that rings true. When the Coyotes play into their system and they're mentally aware of the system and playing into it, most of the games are pretty close, pretty tight, and it just falls down to can the Coyotes score that 1 or 2 goals to break home the game. This game against Calgary, a lot of defensive breakdowns, so many to count. There's 2 cross-crease pass goals in which the defenseman wasn't getting body position on the Flames player driving the net. Christian Fischer on the first goal was a fish out of water. He was second-guessing himself whether he should challenge Mark Giordano. And then Goligoski staring, puck-watching behind the net, not taking out Monahan in front of the net, in front of Hill. So a lot of they were mentally tired in the Calgary game. It was so blatant that you can see that. Just coming off 2 huge wins, 3 games in 4 nights, it's going to happen. Aiden Hill, he had a rough game too in front of friends and family. With that said, Calvin Pickard's conditioning stunt in Tucson is over, so the Coyotes were forced to recall Pickard from Tucson. Now they have 3 goalies again. I wouldn't be surprised if Chaika decides to send Hill back to Tucson, let him play and regain some confidence, and just roll with Kemper. Kemper's on a 3-game win streak. He's looked solid. He's looked consistent. And Pickard, throw in Pickard for back-to-backs and for some weak opponents. I mean, that's what Tocchet is going to do with Hill. So might as well not break Hill's confidence and break Pickard's confidence, who's a waiver pickup, and try to get Tucson rolling with Hill back in the net over there. I think that's probably the most wise decision. I don't like rotating 3 goalies. That's kind of, too much of a carousel, and you got to ride one hot goalie. And I think Kemper really deserved to get the starting job for the rest of the season for these, 3 or 4 games he's played. I know it's a small sample size, but, he's earned it, and it's better than just letting Hill get shelled. So that's it for me. They got the Sharks on Wednesday and Pittsburgh on Saturday. Take it game by game, couple top teams in their respective divisions, and hopefully the Coyotes have a much better outing than Calgary and are just mentally prepared for each of those, and just get back at it, get back with that energy, and let's see what happens. That's it for me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support.